What's going on, guys? This is Chris here, and welcome back to another exciting episode of Chill Tennis Entertainment. In today's video, I'm going to be giving you my thoughts on Darwin Blanch's recent wildcard entry into the Mutua Madrid Open and whether or not it was a good decision to give a player ranked outside of the top 1,000 a wildcard into a Masters event. Now, before we get into all that, if you guys want to hit the like and subscribe buttons down below, please feel free to go ahead and do so. And without further ado, let's get into it. So we had quite the interesting matchup in the first round of the Mutua Madrid Open, which was a 16-year-old named Darwin Blanch taking on the former world number one, former 22-time Grand Slam champion, and a man who is just a few weeks shy of his 38th birthday, Rafael Nadal, in the first round. Now, if you're anything like me, you're probably thinking, why is a player outside of the top 1,000 with no big wins to his name playing a guy with 22 Grand Slam titles in the first round of what's probably going to be Nadal's final Masters event, or one of his very last Masters tournaments? Why is this taking place? Well, to answer that question, it's IMG, which manages Darwin Blanch. And of course, when you have clout like this, you can pick the players that you want to put into the event, and I think that's what happened here. They wanted to create this hype match, if you will, and that's really what it was. And another interesting thing to think about with this is that Darwin Blanch, when he was born, and I had to look this up, he was born in September of 2007, Rafael Nadal already had 3 Grand Slam titles by the time Blanch was born. If that doesn't blow your mind, I don't know what will. I was crazy when I thought about that. But in either case, no, this was a terrible decision, because it takes a long time when you're a professional tennis player to reach your physical prime. You know, usually most players don't get to this point until they're at least in their early 20s, sometimes their mid-20s. And Darwin, again, he's only 16 years old, so in very rare instances, you might see a Boris Becker or a Rafael Nadal or a Mats Wilander, or someone who really peaks early, or Borg, you know, for that instance. But especially in today's game where everything is so defensive, it's really unusual to find somebody who's 16 who's going to be worth anything at that age. And I don't know myself. I think it was a big mistake to put him in the draw like this against Nadal. I think he kind of got exposed in that sense. And it's nothing to do with, you know, Darwin Blanch and his future prospects. I think he could still be a great player and have a great future, and maybe even be a Grand Slam champion in the future. I really can't say at this point, but when you set up a young player like this against an established veteran, I don't know. I just think it's a bad look, in my personal opinion. The match itself, I really don't have a whole lot to say about it. It was very, very one-sided, as you might expect, 6-1, 6-love to Nadal. Now, of course, he's beaten players like Fernando Verdasco by that same scoreline, so facing Nadal on clay, you know you're doing great if you win more than a couple of games as it is. But again, my personal opinion, I don't think it did much to benefit Blanch. I don't really think it did anything to benefit Nadal, because it would take him a couple of rounds to really get going, and I did think his form looked better in Madrid. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to pull through in the end, and he wound up losing, and I think it was the 4th round. I didn't follow that event as closely as I normally do. But again, yeah, just my opinion, I think it'd be better to wait a bit, you know, give someone like maybe Dominic Thiem, I don't know if he got a wild card or not, but give that wild card to somebody that's definitely going to benefit from it right away, and maybe save it until you take a younger player like Darwin Blanch. Maybe when he gets inside of the top 200 or 300, that would be a perfect time to give a player like that a wild card, because then they could actually do something and they might be able to catapult from that success and get into the big time. But from where Darwin Blanch is right now at 1,050 in the world, it's just too big of a jump. So those are my thoughts. Hopefully he's going to have a good career. Seems like a really nice guy. Let me know what you guys thought of the match and their decision to give him a wild card in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed the background. I just decided I would do something a little bit more chill, I guess you might say, for this video. So I like it, so hopefully you guys do as well. Thanks again for watching. I will see you at the next one.